Hello everyone and welcome to Next Step Immigration. Hope you are doing well today. In today's video, we'll go through the Australia PR process for 2023. We'll go through all the advantages having a PR will provide you, the several PR programs you may apply to with the point selection system, how to check your eligibility, all the paperwork you'll need, the overall cost, the processing time, and how to apply. There are 7.5 million immigrants in Australia, which just goes to illustrate how in demand foreign skilled employees are. Here is a list of 5 popular Australian PR visas. 1. The Skilled Independent Visa, which is subclass 189. 2. The Skilled Nominated Visa, which is subclass 190. 3. The Temporary Graduate Visa, which is subclass 485. 4. The Skilled Nominated or Sponsored Visa, which is subclass 489, and 5. The Skilled Regional Visa, which is subclass 887. You must receive at least 65 points on a scoring scale that takes into consideration your age, education, job experience, and links to Australia in order to be eligible for any of these 5 programs. The 3 most common visa classifications among these 5 programs are the Temporary Resident Visa, Employer-Nominated Visa, and Skilled Independent Visa. The most common type of permanent residency visa that enables free movement, residence, and employment in Australia is subclass 189, generally referred to as the Skilled Independent Visa. You do not need an employer's sponsorship or a job offer from Australia to be eligible for this visa, which is primarily for skilled individuals with prior experience from anywhere in the globe. You must have a minimum of 90 points on the points grid in order to be approved for this visa. The finest part of this visa is that it gives you full freedom to work anywhere in Australia and gives you access to employee incentives that are equivalent to those available to Australian citizens. The subclass 190, sometimes referred to as the Skilled or Employer-Nominated Visa, calls for an Australian government nomination. If you possess this visa, obtaining Australian citizenship is simple. Also, you are permitted to work, study, and sponsor qualifying family members for permanent residency within Australia. You must have a job offer in place because this visa is state-nominated and needs employer sponsorship for a minimum of 3 years. Those who have previously lived, worked, or attended school in Australia are eligible for the Skilled Regional Visa. For temporary visa holders with subclass 491 or 482 visas who are moving to permanent residency in Australia, this visa is particularly designed for them. Whereas subclass 482 is a 4-year temporary skill shortage work visa, subclass 491 is a 5-year temporary employment visa. What are the required documents? Application forms, education credential assessments, ECA, birth certificates, character certificates, nomination proofs, results of any language tests, 2 passport-sized photos. Also, skill documents for your spouse, if you're applying jointly, police clearance certificates for each applicant, and letters of recommendation from your place of business or employment are all required. What are the benefits? You are free to travel, work, and reside wherever in Australia. Higher education is available in Australia. After 2 years, you can start receiving social security payments. Your family's PR may be sponsored. In New Zealand, you are free to work and travel. You can continue the citizenship process in Australia. Free medical insurance is available. Your dependents will get free education and subsidized loans. Your first home in Australia may be purchased with the aid of a grant of 15,000 Australian dollars. How do you apply? 1. Determine whether you qualify for any of these programs. Your profession must be included on the list of skilled occupations in order to qualify for an Australian PR visa. On the official Home Affairs website, you may examine this list regardless of the sort of visa you've chosen to apply for. In any case, you must be under 45 years old and receive at least 65 points on the points grid, which takes into account your age, level of education, employment history, and links to Australia. 2. Get your English language test. The scores you need are CLB 7 for IELTS, 25 for TOEFL, 65 for PTE Academic, at least a B for OET, and 185 for Cambridge C1. The most widely used tests are the IELTS, TOEFL, and PTE Academic. 3. Obtain your skills assessment report from SkillSelect. Professionals who wish to express their interest in applying for a skilled migration visa through an EOI, or expression of interest to live and work in Australia, may do so through the SkillSelect online application system provided by the Australian Government. The Australian Government, as well as the state and territory governments, encourage numerous qualified professionals to submit visa applications through a system called SkillSelect that is comparable to IRCC for Canada. Your age, level of education, English proficiency, employment history, and desire to remain in Australia will all play a role in your selection. Around 8 to 10 weeks and 2,815 Australian dollars are spent on the procedure. 4. Register your expression of interest on the SkillSelect portal. The most crucial step is submitting an EOI, since it will determine whether you receive an invitation depending on the information you provide. It costs nothing at all to create an EOI. If you receive an invitation to apply, only then do you need to pay your visa expenses. The SkillSelect site in Australia is where you may submit an EOI. In essence, your EOI lets the Australian government know that you're interested in applying for a PR visa. You must first establish a profile in the SkillSelect portal in order to register. After establishing your profile, you must sign in before you can choose your visa type, input your IELTS or other language test score, your educational background, your job experience, and your declaration form. You don't need to worry because the EOI website makes all of these steps quite clear. An ITA, or invitation to apply for permanent residence, will be sent to you based on the information you provided when filing your EOI. First, ITA is sent to applicants with the highest EOI rankings. Keep in mind that receiving an ITA does not ensure that you will receive your PR. You must still submit the required papers and have them reviewed. A thorough PR application must be made as the following step. An ITA offers you the chance to submit a full PR application, which includes submitting your supporting documentation and paying your PR expenses. The entire amount of your PR cost is 4,045 Australian dollars. Please be aware that you will only have 60 days from the date of the ITA receipt to finish this step. Be careful to prepare all of your documentation well in advance. The final step, which is to submit some more papers, will be sent to you if all goes according to plan. In order to confirm that you are in excellent health and won't be a burden on the Australian health providers, you will be required to submit your health and character certifications. For the last stage, which is visa stamping, your local VFS center will need you to present your passport and photos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable the notification bell to receive updates on job and immigration news. Thanks for watching. Good luck.